Hey everybody, meteorologist Aaron Myler here. We have a snowstorm on the way. There's currently a nor'easter that's down in the south right now that's going to start to make its way up the coastline here. As this does, we're going to get some snow in the forecast. I mean, we haven't had that much so far this season. A lot of us are like at least a foot behind. Some areas, Portland's like 20 inches behind, so it's going to help make up for a little bit of that lost time. So this morning, if you've been outside so far, it's starting off pretty sunny for a lot of us. It doesn't look like a snowstormy kind of day, but we will get there eventually. We'll see that starting to move through. Clouds fill in this afternoon. That's the first thing we're going to notice here as we move into the second half of your day. And it's not really going to warm up that much this afternoon. And as we get to your evening, southern Maine, around 7 to 9 o'clock, we're going to start to notice that we have that snow starting to move into the area. Coastline really getting the most out of this system overall. So that's where we're going to see the highest snow totals as this continues to roll through. And then as we go later into your evening and overnight tonight, you're going to see this really filling in the rest of the state. But notice the highest totals still along the coastline, the highest and heaviest of the snow. Even with that though, you're going to notice that we're going to have snowfall that's pretty heavy. We're going to have rates up to an inch an hour at times. That's going to be the exception, not the rule, but still pretty heavy at all. So be aware of that. With that can lower your visibility when it's quite that heavy, but also just kind of going to be a fluffy snow as you go out there. Temperature is going to be cold enough for a lot of us that it's not going to be that really soupy kind of heavy snow that you can kind of wring out and get some water out of. It's going to be light and fluffy, which means it's going to be a lot that we get out of all that moisture in there. We can get a bit more out of it overall. That continues through overnight into tomorrow morning. By the time you're actually getting out and doing anything, maybe around 7 to 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, all going to be wrapped up by that point. So most of us, really, especially whoever's starting off with the snow first, not going to see much in the way of snow to start off your morning tomorrow. So really going to wrap up pretty quickly on this one. Shouldn't be too bad by that point. Now, that's what we're looking at snow. Then tomorrow gets sunny. Should be a nice day tomorrow, but it's going to be bright after that sunshine comes out. Next thing I'm going to talk about with this is it's going to be breezy, but think we have fluffy snow. Number one, we just have that snow and it's windy anyways. It's going to really be blowing it all around. We're going to see wind gusts up to around 30 miles an hour. Luckily, with this snow not being that heavy, wet snow, it should just blow off any tree branches. We shouldn't really see it actually clinging and causing a bunch of issues because it's not going to be just sticking on there. But the big thing that we're going to notice is, number one, lowering visibility, and number two, you're just going to have to deal with shoveling a couple of times because you might go out and shovel and then it blows back onto your driveway. When you're dealing with the road conditions, same kind of story that you might have to deal with it just kind of blowing back on the road as you're driving through many areas. So it might take a little bit longer to deal with. And last but not least, here's our snow totals. This is what everybody actually wants here. A lot of us seeing 4 to 8 inches. That's the entire coastline. It also stretches inland. So Bangor, Augusta, even Lewiston, you guys are right on the edge there, but you're still seeing that 4 to 8 inch range there. And then if we look down east, this is where you can see the highest snow totals. So the storm's going to linger there just a little bit longer, so you can see the higher end of that. It's just going to, you can have a little bit longer with the snow and you're going to get the most out of this. So go off to the northwest, that's where you see less in the snow, and then we just see 1 to 2 inches up north, 2 to 4 in between. Overall, after this, it's going to get real cold, you guys. We're going to have the snow sticking around, but just get ready for everything to bundle up. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the snow, though. We've not really had much so far, so this is going to be the best snowstorm we've had so far this season for the coastline. Enjoy it. Stay safe. Stay warm. I'll see you guys in the next one.